I'm here to discuss doing a pivot chart. A lot of data in here. We have over 700 rows of data, where with a bank we have different things set up. Make sure you're within the data range here. If I click on Insert, I go over, I'm in here, you have recommended charts here. I want to do a pivot chart. You can do a pivot table here, and I'm going to just say OK, and I have one. I'm going to go back onto Insert here, and I'm going to say Pivot Chart. I'm using 2016. You could use different types here. I'm going to do a clustered column. Say OK. And what we have to do is put in the data in here. Let us see what we're going to do. The values would always have an amount. So if I check off amount, it's going to say the whole Megillah of what we accomplished that month. I'm going to check off account type. It's going to show the types of accounts that we did. And then I want to go to branch. The chart keeps changing. I'm going to enlarge it. And let's say I want to add customer. We've got a rather big, kind of complicated looking chart, but it's really not that horrendous. It's showing the total of everything. We can also show in the sum here. If I click inside here, I can go into the value field settings, and let's say I want to know the number of accounts open. These are the number of accounts open in each category. I'm going to talk about filtering this down right now. So what I want to filter this on is by the branch. I'm going to click on branch and bring it into here. So it's showing all the branches, the 4 categories with a total number of accounts. And so we didn't get too many IRAs. However, if we don't want to show the IRAs in here, we could go and do another sub filter in here. Let's keep it simple for now. I have the filter here for the branch. I click inside here, and let's say I just want to know what's going on in North County. It's just showing North County over here. You've got the pivot table information here. You've got the chart over here. You can design the chart for the appearance. As you know how to do a chart already, you go on to design. I could go into different looks. So I've got a sleeker, more modern look here. I can also put this chart on another page. Move chart, new sheet. I'll just call it chart 1 for now. It has this data over here, which helps you to manipulate it even further. I'm on the design. I could add chart elements. I have the titles here, primary vertical, showing you that. You go into the plus over here. You can go into the titles here. I could add a data table underneath where it's going to show the actual numbers there. I could put an error bar, so there's none in here. You can put a trend line in here showing how things are going between total and linear in here. Let's just stay here. I click off the chart. I have lost it. So it's showing the quantities in here. Next thing I want to do, we've got the legend here, and what I could do is just showing total in the legend here. And if I delete this, it's not going to cause any problem. I'm going to add open by. Now it's going to say new accounts teller. It breaks it down. Purpose of a chart is to simplify, not to complicate. I'm now going to add weekday. So it's showing what happened every day of the week. However, let's say I want to filter the weekday. I could look at a chart for each day of the week. I could just select Monday. It's showing everything that happened on Monday. It doesn't put the label in here, but let's say you want to select things here. I want to know what happened, let's say, on Monday and Friday. I check all. I say OK. It's just giving me the total for Mondays and Fridays of this transaction. But let's say I don't want to just know the count of activity. I might want to show the money because I'd rather get one person putting in $100,000 than 10 people putting in a nickel. I'm going to go into drop down arrow here. I'm going to say value field settings. I'm going to change this into, let's say, sum. It's going to give me a total. I have the numbers showing right in there, which is cool. And it's going into new and existing customer. I don't want this. Click on it, remove the field. So we're getting a stronger idea of what this looks like. You can take this chart and you could paste this into a Word document. With some work, you can actually link the data in between the two.